Hey, I'm Vic. Welcome to my apartment in Montreal. Come on in. This is my little entryway, so not too much going on here. Some baseball caps, shoes, and then to your right is the living room. This is the living room, so I spend a lot of time here with my cat. She is MIA right now, but I think the star of the show is this couch that I thrifted for my last apartment, so it's actually traveled with me. I got it for $75. It was secondhand, and I just love the pink. I think it goes so well with the rug, and this room gets a lot of sunlight, so I do spend a lot of time on the couch here. A little bit of a pink theme going on in this room. So my old roommate thrifted this lamp and had to bring it on the metro, so every time I see it, I think of her on the metro with this big lamp. I do like to paint, so all of the artwork in my space pretty much is painted by me. This is my newest piece. And there's also a lot of plants in the space. They're looking in good condition today, which is not always the case. One of my favorite things in this room is my floating bookshelf. I have a lot of books. I don't have a lot of storage, so the fact that it's floating kind of frees up some space, which is good. So in true Montreal fashion, my living room is also connected to my bedroom. So we can move on in here. So in the bedroom, we have a full-length mirror, which is just a must for me and my fit checks. And then more books, another one of my paintings, and this closet, which I will not open because it's an absolute mess, is actually quite deep. It runs until like here. The storage isn't really accessible, but at least it's there. On the shelf, we have jewelry, a lot of little trinkets that were gifted to me. I really like fish, as you can see. So you'll see a lot of fish through the space. I'm also Portuguese, so like there's a little sardine tie there. But a lot of cameras. I did study photography, so I have a lot of film cameras. This one's probably my favorite. It's a Nikon FM2, and that's what I shoot on usually. I switched the light out in this room for an IKEA paper light, just to give it a little bit of a softer look. I'm a big fan of the mood lighting. I hate an overhead light, so I have a lot of lamps in the space. Just makes me feel a lot better. So walking out of the bedroom, we have my dresser area. Working with limited space, so the dresser had to be outside of the bedroom. I love my little disco corner here. I think it's really fun. And then we have some more paintings, plants, and then I love a good matchbook, so a lot of matches. And then hidden here, I have my tennis racket. I'm trying to get into tennis. I'm not great yet, but for right now, it's a piece of decor. And then moving into the dining room area, to the side, I have my desk. I work from home, so I spend a lot of time here. And then we have the dining room. In the dining room, we have my little candle corner. I love to reuse a cute wine bottle, so there are a ton that I've collected over the past couple of years. One of my favorite features in the apartment is this little storage nook. I like to host a lot, so I do have a lot of my glassware that I could just easily grab, and it goes pretty deep, so any additional storage is always good. Underneath, we just have another one of my paintings, another disco ball, and then a record player. I host a monthly cafe for my friends out of my apartment, and this is where everyone gathers around. And if we need to pull up more chairs, we do, but it's just a great space for everyone to gather, and I love having people in here. And then kind of moving into the kitchen, I have some additional storage because I am not working with a lot of storage in the kitchen. Just some plants, and then microwave, a lot of teas, and yeah. This is my little coffee corner. It's gone through some upgrades, so it used to be a lot smaller. My Breville is like my baby. My boyfriend thrifted it for $50, which is like, I'm really proud of him for that one. And we just have a bunch of mugs, kettle. These tiles I actually got in Lisbon when I was there on a solo trip, so I really love these. And then we move into the kitchen. This kitchen island I brought in because we're working with like such limited counter space, so really had to make it work. But usually there's a big pastry spread on here when we host our cafes. And then on my fridge, I like to fill it with as many photos of friends and family and postcards as possible. We have some like notes and birthday cards from friends. We have my little salt corner over here. I have like 5 different kinds of salt. Malden is my favorite. We have some salt from Maine. I don't know why I have so many salts. I just feel passionate about it, I guess. Some more plants on the windowsill. It's really nice to be able to open this window in the spring. It's really nice in here. And then in the corner, I have my menu roll for our cafes. This was from our last cafe, and we like to try different fun flavors. So there's usually a specialty latte or baked good that my friend Kate makes. And that leads us to the back balcony. This has a much better setup in the summer, but it's quite a spacious area and gets some good light. So I like hanging out here in the summer. And then we move into the bathroom. So not too much going on in here. I have my washer and dryer to the left, this beautiful picture of Stevie Nicks, who I love. And the bathroom is kind of awkward in that like the shower is just in the most awkward corner. So I don't know, but it does give me this really nice ledge to put plants on, and I have some skincare, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for checking out my space. If you want to see more of my content and keep up with Saturday Cafe, you can find me at viclauren_ on Instagram, and I'll see you next time.
We feature so many incredible spaces in our tours, and we're always getting questions about where to find the pieces you see in them. That's why we created Curated Finds, a collection on our site with pieces ranging from furniture, kitchen and dining, bed and bath to decor, art and prints, rugs, lighting, and office accents, all inspired by the homes we feature. And we'll be updating the collection regularly with new favorites, so there's always something fresh to explore whenever you visit. From accent chairs and side tables to wall art and area rugs, we've pulled everything into one place, carefully hand-picking pieces that match the style, mood, and vibe you see in our tours. You can check it out now at taoi.ca. Browse the finds and discover pieces to bring that same feeling into your own space.